In this video, I'm going to show you what very likely will be the full details of the new Bilt cards that are coming out in February. Now, these details will be released on January 14th, but thanks to Reddit, we have information that someone was able to obtain from code on Bilt's website, and it does sound believable. From this, we can see that Bilt is doing away with free rent and mortgage payments, and there is a different way that you need to use these cards in order to waive the 3% transaction fee that Bilt charges on rent and now mortgage, which is starting this year. We'll explain all of that and more in this video, so stick around. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe, but let's get into it. So if you don't know, Bilt is the very popular rewards program that has let you earn points on rent payments for several years now. And they are bringing in the same thing for mortgage payments in February this year. They also have a credit card which lets you pay rent with no fee. If you just pay rent through Bilt using your own credit card from a different bank, it's going to be a 3% fee. But if you have their card, it is free. Now, they shut down applications to their credit card last year in preparation for the new Bilt 2.0 cards, which are coming out in February. And this is said to be a trifecta of 3 cards, as you're going to see in a moment. Now, that's basically the background on this whole story. Let's now get into these new leaks. So first of all, we have some possible card art. Here is what was posted on Doctor of Credit, and this came from a DOC reader who was also probably poking around on Bilt's website and found these images linked to in the code somewhere. This is for the so-called Obsidian card, which is their mid-level card, and that's going to be referenced in the full details in a moment. So let's look at the details of all 3 cards now. Here is the Reddit post, which was made by a user named SamePerformance9439, and it reads, I found pretty much all of the details about the Bilt 2.0 cards while digging through their website. The card details can be found in a JSON, which is a type of file that's used on websites, on the Bilt site, but summarizing the details below. My guess is that there's some catch about earning rent points such as a 3% transaction fee, but these are the multipliers and benefits on the cards. So he is presuming that they're getting rid of free rent payments and free mortgage payments, and it's going to be a 3% fee. You're going to see why in just a moment. So let's actually look at all of the benefits on each card. And just quickly, I want to mention that you are going to see a new thing called Bilt Cash, which is like a new parallel points currency that you earn alongside Bilt points that you can only use to purchase certain things with Bilt. And one of those things is waiving the transaction fees on rent or mortgage payments. All right, let's look at the details of the first card. The Bilt Blue card. Annual fee, $0. Welcome bonus, $100 in Bilt Cash. Rewards, 4% Bilt Cash on everyday spend, so I assume that means everything else apart from rent or mortgage payments. 1 point per dollar on rent, mortgage, and everyday spend. Benefits, no foreign transaction fees, neighborhood benefits program, use Bilt Cash to waive rent and mortgage transaction fees. So you can see that one is a pretty simple card. No annual fee, and it just earns 1 Bilt point on all categories, and in addition to that, 4% Bilt Cash on everything. So if you want to pay for rent or mortgage for free with the card and earn Bilt points, you would need to spend 75% of the value of that mortgage or rent payment on your card. That is if the fee is still 3%, which I'm guessing it probably will be. So for example, if your mortgage payment was $1,000, 3% of that is $30, and in order to get $30 in Bilt Cash at 4% cashback, you'd need to spend $750. My personal mortgage payment on my house is $1,867. I know it's really cheap compared to some payments now. I got a 4.5% rate. But anyway, for me to get the 3% transaction fee paid for, which would be $56.01, I would have to spend $1,400.25 in other categories on the card each month in addition to my mortgage payment. Now this is a lot more spending than their old requirement, where you just had to make 5 non-rent transactions per month. Like that literally could be 5 packs of gum at like $1 each or something. Now obviously this is a worse deal for card holders than what they have now, especially on the basic card, since it's just 1 point per dollar on everything. So depending on what other cards you have in your wallet, there could be some big opportunity cost there. Like if a lot of your non-rent and non-mortgage spend is, say, dining and grocery, and you have the Amex Gold card in your wallet that earns 4 points per dollar on those 2 categories, then you're exchanging that for 1 point per dollar. big opportunity cost. But if you have a lot of spend that you could put on the card through things that would otherwise just earn you 1 point per dollar anyway, then that's not a problem. Like for me, I have car insurance, health insurance, etc. That's quite a lot of money each month. And I put that on cards and it only earns me 1 point per dollar, all right? Now, maybe there is a card that I could apply for that gets me more than 1 point per dollar, but personally, I haven't done that yet. So I wouldn't really be losing out if I put that on the Bilt card with my current setup. All right, let's now move on to the next Bilt card and its rumored benefits. Oh, and guys, if you want to sign up for Bilt in preparation for this launch, do click the link and sign up for Bilt down below so that you have a Bilt account ready for when these cards launch, okay? You'll also be able to get started by linking any card to the Bilt dining program, and that gives you an extra 3 points per dollar at most of the restaurants in the program, which are many. So if you use the Amex Gold, for example, at a Bilt restaurant, you get 4 points per dollar from your card and 3 points per dollar from Bilt for a total of 7 points per dollar. It's really actually a no-brainer. It doesn't cost you anything to do. Link is down below. Just don't forget to link a card so that you can actually start earning Bilt points in that dining program after you sign up. All right, second card, the Bilt Obsidian card. The annual fee on this one is $95 and the welcome bonus is $200 worth of Bilt cash. The rewards are 4% Bilt cash on everyday spend, 3 points per dollar on dining or grocery. You can only choose one. Grocery is limited to $25,000 a year. Interesting, that's like the same limit as the American Express Gold Card for grocery. Maybe that's kind of like a sweet spot there. 2 points per dollar on travel, 1 point per dollar on rent and mortgage, and everyday spend. Benefits, $100 Bilt travel hotel credit, $50 every 6 months, cellular telephone protection, and use Bilt cash to waive rent and mortgage transaction fees. Now this one is called Obsidian. It reminds me of the Obsidian Order from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Maybe they won't trace the request back to me.
Who would?
The Obsidian Order.
And it's also the name of one of the Crypto.com cards. So it's not a very original name for a credit card. Anyway, this one has a $95 annual fee, which makes it tier 3 in my 5-tier credit card ladder system. And this one looks a little better considering the requirement to do all that spending in order to earn back the 3% fee in the form of Bilt cash that you will probably be charged to pay your rent or mortgage. Well, now you can do that through spending in categories that earn up to 3 points back per dollar, so it's not such a big opportunity cost. For me, the welcome bonus as well of $200 in Bilt cash would cover about 4 months worth of mortgage payments. The hotel credit also completely offsets the annual fee and puts you at $5 in profit as long as you're able to use it. All right, let's now move on to Bilt's new premium credit card. The Bilt Palladium card. The annual fee on this one is $495. The welcome bonus is 50,000 Bilt points plus Bilt Gold status after $4,000 in spend in your first 3 months. And it seems there's also $300 worth of Bilt cash thrown in with that bonus. The rewards are 4% Bilt cash on everyday spend, 2 points per dollar on everyday spend, and 1 point per dollar on rent and mortgage payments. The benefits are $400 Bilt travel hotel credit, $200 every 6 months, and $200 worth of Bilt cash annually. You also get priority pass, and you can use Bilt cash to waive the fee on rent and mortgages. Okay, so the name really isn't that original, all right? Considering there used to be a JP Morgan Palladium card, which was an invite-only card from JP Morgan Private Bank. You needed $10 million in assets to get invited. That card is now rebranded as the JP Morgan Reserve card, so I guess the name Palladium was up for grabs. Now this one is their high-end card and it has some pretty cool benefits. There is a significant welcome bonus, so 50,000 Bilt points, that's worth $1,100 if you trust the points guy's valuations for Bilt points at 2.2 cents per point. Then on top of that, you also get $300 worth of Bilt cash, which for me would cover 6 months of rent payments, okay, the fees on 6 months of rent payments. And then on top of that, you get Bilt Gold status, which unlocks higher transfer bonuses every rent day, which is on the 1st of the month. You get that same 4% Bilt cash on everything like the other cards, and on this one, they went the route of giving you 2 points per dollar on everything, similar to what Capital One does with the Venture X card. On top of that, we have the hotel credit for $400 per year and the $200 in Bilt cash to cover a few more months worth of rent payments. So together, that is $600 in value, offsetting the $495 annual fee and putting you $105 in profit for the year, and you get priority pass lounge access. So this does sound like a good card for people, especially if you are in the market for a premium card anyway, and you don't want the Amex Platinum or Chase Sapphire Reserve coupon books. This Bilt card just has 2 credits to keep track of. For me though, I will probably get the no annual fee card or the mid-tier card since I already have the Amex Platinum as my one premium card, all right? I don't really recommend more than one premium card per person since you have to pay a lot in annual fees and you also have a lot of credits and stuff to keep track of these days, okay? Unless you have a special situation like you travel a ridiculous amount, like several times a month or whatever. But for average people, I recommend one premium card per person. Mine is the Amex Platinum. I do get value out of it. I love those Lululemon underwear that I wear now. I'm buying them every quarter. Do remember though that these are just leaks, okay? And there are a few versions of these cards hidden in the code of Bilt's site. The person who posted this believed that these are the most likely versions that he found since he kept seeing the names elsewhere in the code on the site. So the other ones may have just been earlier iterations or placeholders or even dummy ones to trick people or whatever. But anyway, let me know what you think. If it does turn out like this, will you be happy? All right, do you like these benefits? Leave your comments down below. And we don't have long now. It's going to be released on January 14th. That's when we'll know the official benefits. So keep you posted, and we'll obviously have a video out on that day as well. Also, if you want to join Bilt, do click the link down below in the description section of this video. You will need a Bilt account anyway if you want to apply for one of these cards in February, and you can use their dining program while you wait for an extra 3 points per dollar on your dining spend. Just don't forget to link your card. All right, guys, please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.